We will hold a group discussion today on the topic what we should do and what we should not to avoid railway accidents. So let's start with group 1.
Drivers should make sure all railway tracks are clear before proceeding through a railway crossing. The government should invest more money in railways matter. The train should be repaired and serviced regularly and very frequently.
I am satisfied by your point, but I can say more better. If you get stuck on the tracks at a railroad crossing, immediately exit your vehicle and look for 800 number. If it is not available, you can call the police so that the nearby train are alerted of your presence. By this reason only, many accidents occurs like 2011, 48, 2012, 52, 2013, 43, 2014, 47 and 2015, 45.
Harsh, you heard what Manish and Aparna told. Do you agree with all the points what they have told?
Yes, I agree with them, but I think I can explain it in detail. As we know, in India, the number of loco pilot or driver is less. So, because of that, a particular driver has to work for 30 to 40 hours. So he feels sleepy and accidents occur.
Now, group 2. Now, I think you have discussed on what
We should do
we should do
to avoid railway accidents.
to avoid railway accidents. My friend Ganesh,
Yes.
can you express few of your points?
Yes. I think now I can express my ways on what we should not do to avoid railway accidents. Like in the S.K.S train disaster in Germany, a high-speed passenger train derailed in 1998, killing 101 people. The primary cause was the fracture from metal fatigue of a wheel tire. So I think that the trains should not be serviced every 2 to 3 months. Rather, it should be serviced and checked regularly, or it may lead to a devastating accident in the future.
Excuse me, Ganesh. I think I have got more useful points which can be better than you. In February 2015, an oil train derailed in West Virginia, spilling more than 40,000 gallons of oil. The National Transport Safety Board declared the cause of the derailment to be a broken rail on the track. So according to me, the railway staffs and engineers should not be careless while making or arranging railway tracks.
Sriti, do you have any other points in your mind to enlighten us on this topic?
Yes, I do have. I will tell that if we will race or beat the train, the accidents may occur, or we should not cross the railway tracks while the train is going.
Now friends, we have again come back to group 3, and I think group 3 you all have all prepared on what we should not do to avoid railway accidents.
Till now, we heard that the discussion on the topic what we should do to avoid railway accidents. But now, I am going to say a point what we should not do to avoid railway accidents. Sometimes we hear that due to lack of rest or proper sleep, the railway driver often fall asleep. This should not be done as it may cause a severe railway crash and can lead to hundreds of deaths.
Yes, Riya, I agree with you, but I have more better points. We should not cross the railway tracks by working on them. We should always use the subway to cross the rail tracks because if we work on them, it can cause an accident.
The discussion should be made more interesting, isn't it? Do you agree with me? Yes. Now, Donna, what is your viewpoint? Do you agree with all your friends?
Yes, ma'am, I agree with my friends. Remember that a train stopping distance is even greater than a commercial truck. A freight train moving at 55 miles per hour may need up to a mile to stop.
Yes, Donna, you are right, but I think I have more better points than you. We should not race a train to a crossing. Train moves faster than they appear, and if we can see the train, we should wait for it to pass before crossing.
Now, we have heard enough of what we are doing, what we are not doing, what we should do, what we should not do. Any other point is there in your mind? Will you please speak up?
Yes, I have a point. Never enter a train tunnel or cross a railroad trestle, as it may leave you in a dangerous situation and no way to escape from an oncoming train.
My friend Sheetal, I am agree with your point, but I have much better point from you. Do not race a train to a crossing. Trains move faster than they appear, and if you can see the train, you should wait for it to pass before crossing.
And also, I agree with Maria. We should not drive around lower gates, even if there is no train in sight. If we have been waiting for a long time, call the 800 number posted at the crossing for more information. Driving around lower gates is illegal and also extremely dangerous.
But I think we should remember to cross the train tracks only at the designated pedestrian or the roadway crossing. Also, we should be alert around the railroad tracks.
So we had enough discussion on what we should do, what we should not do, and I think all the groups have already spoken and expressed their viewpoints, isn't it? Oh. Now, we had enough discussion on this topic, that what are the causes of railway accidents and what we should do and what we should not do. So, anybody has got any other points to express?
I will express my viewpoints on what we should not do to avoid railway accidents. If we are inside a vehicle, we should never stop on the tracks. And if waiting at a traffic light or interaction, we should never wait too close to the tracks, as modern trains are extremely quiet, so it is difficult to hear and predict.
I think I'm having more points that what should we don't do to avoid the railway accidents. Nowadays, some boys do show off to show that they are more stronger. So, sometimes they try to race or beat a train. So, it is not safe. We should never try to race or beat a train.
What she has told, I have some other points to disagree with her. Like, we should always make sure that our trailer jacks are in the up position. Our truck may become stuck on the railroad tracks at crossing if jacks are not retracted. And if we get stuck at the tracks at railroad crossing, we should immediately exit our vehicle and look for the 800 number posted at the crossing. We have to call this number, or if it is available, we have to call the police so that the nearby trains are alerted of our position.
Till now, I have heard that my friends are telling what we can do and what we cannot do to avoid accident. But now I want to ask a question to my friend Hers, that this railway train's speed can be limited like road transport.
I agree with you, Manish, but I think you are doing right. Railway. I agree with you, Manish. Because of overspeed, many trains get down off their track, and accidents occur.
Again, I think I have got other point that we should not do to avoid railway accidents. If inside a vehicle, people should never stop on the tracks. And if waiting at a traffic light or interaction, do not wait too close to the tracks, as modern trains are extremely quiet, so it is difficult to hear and predict.
So my friends, we had a detailed discussion on what we should do and what we should not do to avoid railway accidents. So we should be cautious and avoid railway accidents in future.